In today class, we will learn the concept about list operations in Python. Then what is list? The list is nothing but a order collection of elements. Then what is the advantage of the list? Okay, the list can store the any type of the elements. Then one important note is that the lists are mutable. What is mean by mutable? You can change any element in the list at any time. Okay, what are the element do you want to change? You can change. There is no problem because the lists are mutable. Again, the lists can store the duplicate elements also. There is no problem because if you want to store the duplicate elements in the list, then you can store it. There is no problem. But how the lists can be created? The list of the elements should be declared within the square brackets. Then which can be treated as those elements that belongs to the list data type. Here, the list has been created. The list object or variable equaled the list of the elements. But here, the list of the elements are belongs to the integer. But you can use any data type in the list. But here, I am declaring the elements as integers. Then I'm going to perform all these operations. But what is mutable means? For example, the list of the elements can be changed as per your requirement. I would like to change the list because print then list of the elements will be displayed. Then once you run this model, then all the elements in the list are displayed. Then I would like to change, for example, list of 0. The list of 0 equal to 70 because the list of 0 is what? Here. These elements should be replaced with 70. Then I would like to check whether it has been replaced or not. Then once you display the list again, okay, then I would like to save this program, run this model. Yeah. Then previously, what is the output we got? Then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Because the 10 has been replaced with the 70, then you can see the output. Because the lists are mutable, isn't it? Then today I will explain what are the list operations. Okay, in the next class, I will explain the list methods in Python. But in today class, then what are the operations should be performed on the list? Then length, repetition, concatenation, in and not in operators, the minimum, maximum function, the sum function, all function, any function, and sorted function. And sorted. I will explain you one by one with help of the example. What is the len function? Because len stands for length. Okay, if you do not know how many elements are there in the list, then if you find the length of the list, then we can use the operation length. Okay, because I would like to remove here the length because len of length, I would like to write the comments. Length equal comma len because len of list variable or list object. Then followed by another parenthesis should be closed over here. Yeah, check it once. Then if you run this model once, what is the output we got it? Because length should be 60. Then we got the output. How many elements are there in the list? 6. Then I close the window. Then see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then repetition. Okay, what is the meaning of the repetition? We use the uh, star operator or asterisk operator for the list should be repeated. Okay, the list should be repeated how many times? That is based on your input value. For example, the print repetition. What is called repetition? Repetition equal comma. What is the list object or list variable multiplied with Then we should do the repetition means star should be used over there. Then into how many times? Three times. Because the same list should be displayed three times. Okay. The 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Again 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Again 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Because the list should be repeated three times. You see here, whether it is displayed or not, we will run this model. Then once you run this model, you should understand whether it is the list has been displayed in three times or not. Then once you run this model, see here how many times the list has been displayed. That this is the one of the list, this is the one of the list, this is the one of the list. Because the list has repeated three times, isn't it? And then this is the second operations in Python. Then what is called concatenation? Because if you want to join the two lists, then we should use the what is called, for example, list 1 equal then 70, then 80, then 90. Then list 1, the list equal some values has been displayed. Then list 1, this is the object. Then list 1, 70, 80, 90. Then I would like to add these two uh, print by using the concatenation operator, that is called the plus symbol. Then what is called joining or concatenation. I would like to copy here concatenation. Instead of typing equal of what is the list and list 1, then here comma, then list plus list 1. Let's see here, then whether it is displaying or not, we will check it once. Because both are joining together, the list comma list 1, then how the output would be displayed over there, then check it once. Yeah, what is the list? Up to 60, this is the list 1. The 70, 80, 90, this is called as the list 2, isn't it? The 70, 80, 90, which is called as the list 2. Then both strings are joined together by using the plus operator, that is called as the concatenation, isn't it? This is also operation as performed on the list, isn't it? In and not in operators. Then I would like to remove those statements because already we discussed it. Yeah. In or not in operators. In, because you can check the elements in the list or not. If the element is there in the list, which returns true. If the element is not there in the list, which returns false. For example, yeah, okay, I remove this one also. Then print what is called A. You would like to find 40. 40 is in list or not. Then what we have to do is here. Then 40, the element in the list object. Then close it. Whether 40 is there in the list or not. If it is there in the list, which returns true, otherwise which returns false, isn't it? Then I would like to run this model. Then what is the output we got it? The 40 is not in the list or not. True, because the 40 is there in the list. That's why which returns true. Then I would like to change it. Then for example 70. The 70 is there in the list or not. Check it once. Because run this model, because false. Because here I would like to change here the 70. Once you run this model, because 70 is not there in the list, which returns false. Okay. Then not in, because 70 not in list, whether it is returns true or false. Check, the 70 is not there in the list at that time, which returns true. Okay, which returns true. Once you run this model, then save it. then yeah, true. 70 is not in the list. That's why which returns the true. Isn't it? Then I will move on to the minimum and maximum. Okay, if you want to find the minimum element of the list, then we should use the minimum function. Then you should use the maximum function. You should, if you want to find the maximum element in the list, you should use the maximum function. Okay, then a minimum element. For example, I would like to change this code. The minimum element in list. Then what is the code you should write? The minimum function is there. The minimum of the list object or list variable you should use over there. The minimum, because minimum, a minimum element in the list. What is called? You should find. We don't write any such code to find the minimum element in the given list. Then by using the minimum function, then we could be able to find the minimum element in the given list. Then once you run this model, yeah, what is called the minimum element in the list should be 10. Okay, whether you check it once, then what is the element has been given? See here, because 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 has been given. What is the minimum element in the given list? Then 10, because here also we got the answer, the 10. Isn't it? Isn't it? Then I would like to find the maximum element. The maximum element instead of maximum. Maximum element in the list. We should use the function is called max. Okay, we don't write any such code to find the maximum element in the given list. Then we should call the maximum function. There we can able to find the maximum element in the given list. Once you run this model, then what is the output we got? It 60 is the maximum element. Okay, then check it once. Then 60 is the maximum element in the given list. Please check it once in the list variable. Isn't it? Then I close this window. Then I move on to here. The next function is sum. Okay, if you want to find the sum of the elements in the given list, we should call the sum function. Isn't it? Then printer, then print sum of all elements, sum of elements in the list. Then you call the sum function. Then what is called sum of the variable name, list variable name or object. Yeah, the sum of a list. Then would like to change this model, then run this model. What is the output we got it? Because 2, 10. Then all the elements in the list are 2, 10. Then just you can sum the elements, because 10, 30, 30 plus 30, 60, 60 plus 40, because 100 plus 50, 150 plus 60, 210. Yeah, we got this same answer. Okay, because here also, then by using the sum function, we could able to find the sum of the elements in the given list. Isn't it? Then what is the next one? Yeah, all function and any. Because what is all? The all function returns true if all the elements are true values. If all the elements are in the list are true values, then which returns true. Otherwise, which returns false. What is mean by true values? If other than 0, all values are true values. Because here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 has been given, because what is the statement you should write? Print, and then because all equal, then all of what is called list, whether it is returns true or false, you see here, then all elements in the lists are true values, then which returns true, otherwise which returns false. Then once you compile it, then run it, then what is the output we got? All equal to true, because all values in the lists are true values. If any value is not true, which returns false. But how? Then here instead of 60, I'm giving as 0 as the last element, then what it returns? Because it is a not a true value, it is a false value. Okay, then at the time this function returns false. Then see here, then once you run this model, the all equal to false, isn't it? Because any element is not true in the list, which returns false. Otherwise, always which returns true. Then because any value, if any value, if any true value is there in the list, which returns true. Otherwise, which returns false. Because any value in the lists are true, then which returns true. Because any of the list, because any one of the element is true, then which returns true, otherwise which returns false. For example, what is the output which got? Then see here, run the any equal to true, because any one of the value, if is in previous function I used all, because all elements should be true, then only which returns true, because I 0 as given in the list, that's why which returns false. But here any means any one of the value is true, then which returns true, otherwise which returns false, isn't it? Okay, this is the importance of the any function. Then what is the last function? The sorted. You know that the sorted, because by using this function, all the elements should be displayed in the sorted order. Okay, I would like to change the order over here, because here I should use the 50, then here I should use the 20, then 0 is also there. Then whether it is displayed in the sorted order or not. Okay, because here I would like to sorted order. Then what you have to do? Then sorted method, sorted function. Sorry, not it is a method, it is a function. Okay, then see here, then whether it displays or not, we will see once you run this model. Then what is the output we will get? Yeah. See here, you can observe it very carefully. The all elements has been displayed in the sorted order. When you call sorted function, okay, this is the output for the sorted. Then this is all the functions, because all operations in the Python. But here I did not discuss any method in the Python, because methods are different, the list of operations or functions are different. Please remember it. Okay, in the next class I'm going to explain, I will explain you the methods of list in Python. Okay, because what is the difference between list operation and methods, I will explain in the next class. Thank you one and all for watching my videos. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.